Assalamualaikum and good morning to Madam Ashikin. Today we are going to present the impact of junk food on health. Before we start, let us introduce ourselves. My name is Megan Azra binti Maureen. My matching number is 211830.
My name is Nik Shahranada binti Mazdan and my matching number is 213495.
My name is Siti Nordala binti Muhammad Dahlan and my match number is 212527.
What is junk food? The term of junk food has been around since the early 1917, when the Center for Science in the Public Interest began using to raise awareness of food is considered to be unhealthy. Although not everyone agrees the term of junk food, the term junk generally used to describe food that lack nutrients, vitamins, and minerals, and are high in cholesterol, which is energy, salt, sugar, and fat. Junk food is so called because it doesn't play a role in healthy eating, especially if it eaten to exist, and also known as discretionary food or optional food. Junk food also tend to be processed, which means they usually contain artificial flavoring and additives and are packaged in boxes, cans, or bags. Some examples of junk food include cake and biscuit, fast food like burgers and pizza, chocolate and sweet, processed food like sauces, snack like cheese, sugary drinks like Sprite, energy and soft drink, and lastly which is alcohol drinks. If you like snack like potato chip or candy, the reason is usually because they are delicious. Food with a high amount of fat and sugar simply taste good. Plus, they are usually cheap and readily available. Manufacturers make junk food because they are inexpensive to make, have a long shelf life, and tend to be popular sellers. For impact of junk food on health, which is loss of memory, bad effect on human skin, our body shortly after eat junk food, and lastly lead to obesity. The impact of eating junk food on health, which is loss of memory and learning issue. Scientists say food legend with a high sugar and fat appear to reduce a natural brain chemical crucial for learning. Those who always think that eating food other than rice will lose weekly quickly, but in reality, people whose diet are high in fat and salt could ironically be harming their minds. Other than that, according to research published in the American Journal in Clinical Nutrition, having junk food continuously for even 5 days can impact your memory significantly. This toxic diet can easily cause inflammation in the hippocampus area of the brain, which is responsible for memory. Junk food can do so due to the presence of a high level of sugar and fat. Additionally, synapses present in the brain also help in the recognition, and eating food rich in calories can impact their production and functioning. Next, a study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition stated that people who ate junk food perform poorly on cognitive tests. It concluded that junk food can deteriorate your memory and leave you with a weaker brain. This food may lead to sudden inflammation in the hippocampus of the brain that is responsible for memory and recognition. Next, I will pass the next presenter.
Thank you, Faika, for the explanations earlier about the bad effect of junk food on the human memory. In addition, I will explain about the other effect to uncontrolled consumptions of junk food. For everyone's information, exercise consumptions of junk food will have a bad effect on human skins. Junk food can harm your internal health. This show up externally on the skin too. Because of that, we must always be alert. If you are addicted to junk food, we can eat, but you must control what you take. But it would not show a major difference problem in the short time. The main reason I said that the junk food cause skin problem is a broken metabolism. Snakes have not nutrients and are very harmful to the body. So because of that, junk food has the tendency to deposit fat into the cell. This causes toxic buildup with fatty acid and his cause difficult eliminated toxic. This can cause puffiness on your face. Not only that, we also spoke the skincare and anti-against expert Dr. Kim Harris, Andy, naturopathic medical doctor at Prescott's Medical Aesthetics to find out how this food type can impact against skins, especially. For example, with the oxidants of lips, high fat and the sugar foods, there is a darkening of the skin which will lead to the hyperpigmentations and uneven skin tones. This is a problem cause skin problem and accelerate against. This can affect human skin in the long run. The next point is our body shortly after the junk foods. Food is made up of the three major nutrients: carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. There are also vitamins and minerals in foods that support good health, growth, and development. Getting the proper nutrients is very important during our teenagers years. However, when we eat the junk foods, we can consume high amounts of the carbohydrates, protein, and fats, which are quickly absorbed by the body. I take the example of eating a hamburger. A burger typically contains carbohydrate from the bun, protein and fat from the beef patty, and the fat from the cheese and sauce. On average, a burger from the fast food chains contains 36 until 40% of your daily energy needs, and this doesn't not account for any chips or drink consumed with it. So it's a large amount for food for the body. A few hours to the few days after eating rich, having foods such as a burger unpleasant symptoms like tiredness, poor sleep, and even hunger can result. Rated that provide an energy boost, junk food can lead to the lack of energy for a short time. Sugar, a type of carbohydrate, makes people feel energized, happy, and upbeat as it is used by the body for energy. So I can give the next presentation.
Okay, the last point for this issue is junk food is one the unhealthy food that can lead people to overweight disease such as obesity. People of healthy weights and those who are obese consume on average nearly identical amount of candy, soda, and fast food, according to a new study. Obesity may affect the normal body metabolism, which may lead to many complications like type 2 diabetes and cardiovascular disorder. The study by Professor David Just and Brian Wensing of Cornell University Charles H. Dyson School of Applied Economy and Management re-examined national data from 2006 based on their body mass index (BMI) for all but the most overweight and underweight individuals. The consumption of soda, candy, and the fast food shows no correlation to BMI. For the result for the research of cross-tabulation of the relationship between junk food consumption and obesity prevalence show the total of 32 respondents were found to be obese. It appeared that out of 82 subjects who consumed junk food, 21 of them were obese, 25%, while of 93 subjects who didn't consume junk food, 11 were obese, 11.8%. The prevalence of obesity was 18.3%, covering 12% in the group that consumed junk food and 63% in the group that did not consume junk food. Chi-square analysis show significant result with P equal 0.031, odd ratio OR unadjusted 2.56 and 55%. Trust Everton IK did not include the Chi-square with continuity correction shows a moderate positive relationship between variables. In conclusion, we know that junk food are tasty, affordable, and convenient. This makes it hard to limit the amount of junk food we eat. However, if junk food become a staple of our diet, there can be negative impact on our health. We should aim for high fiber food such as whole grain, vegetables, and fruits meal that have moderate amount of sugar and salt, and calcium rich and iron rich foods. Healthy food can help to build strong bodies and brain. Limiting junk food intake can happen on an individual level based our food choice or through government policies and health promotion strategies. We need government to stop junk food companies from advertising to young people, and we need their help to replace junk food restaurant with more healthy options. Researcher Researcher can focus on education and health, promoting around healthy food option, and can work with young people to develop solutions. If we all work together, we can help young people across the world to make food choice that will improve their short and long term health. That's all from us. Thank you.